Hello, you guys. Vicky Love is back, and I'm going to be going over a kids' church activity to do with your kids on complaining. Okay, so our complaints frequently have no purpose other than airing out our personal frustrations. Complaining can be fairly common among junior high students as they compare their lives, looks, possessions, and feelings to those of their peers. We have the opportunity to encourage our students to be grateful instead of discontent. And the Bible verse that I used for this lesson was Philippines 2 verse 14. The bottom line is choose gratitude instead of allowing complaining to become a part of your character. The supplies that you need are 22 oranges, a Sharpie or permanent marker, 2 pieces of paper, or more because if they mess up, and 2 markers or 2 pens, a timer, and an upbeat background music like either on your phone and like a little speaker. If you don't have a speaker, just use the phone. And the game is called Orange Justice. Okay, for game prep, you used one of the markers to write the letters to the word complaining, 1 letter per orange. So you will break your class into 2 groups, and each group needs the full word complaining on an orange. So C on one orange, O on the next orange, M on the next orange until you fully spell out complaining. Okay, it says do that with each team. So each team needs to have 11 oranges that spells complaining. So that's prep. Then you divide your students into 2 teams of the equal size. Give each team a piece of paper and a marker or a pen. Each team will also receive the 11 oranges with the letters complaining written on it. Have someone on hand that can play the upbeat music throughout the whole game. How to play. You tell your class, this is what you say. We're going to play a quick game called Orange Justice. I know as soon as I say Orange Justice, you all started doing the famous Fortnite dance in your head. I would like a volunteer to demonstrate their best version of Orange Justice for all of us to see. See, for my class, I just let all of them do it, whoever wanted to do it. Allow the students to give the quick demonstration. Each of your teams will have 1 minute to arrange the letters on your oranges to form new words. Once you form a word, one team member will write down the word on the paper. This is where they kind of messed up at in the class. As far as the piece of paper, I will have them write each word going down on the piece of paper in a row, not like small, and have them write it similar, like a little big, so that we're going to tear those out. But don't tell them to write them. Don't write them real small. Okay, hold on. Let me find my spot. Your team will continue to form and write down words for the entire minute. I gave them a minute and a half because they weren't really writing them fast. So you can give your group 1 minute or a minute and a half, whichever one you want. After the minute is over, the timer will reset for another minute and we will begin round 2. So they're going to write each word. Say you got complaining. If you can spell can or camp or I don't know, all the different words you can, rearrange the oranges to spell. So you give them a minute, everybody get done. Okay, and then before the second round begins, the team member with the paper will tear apart the words into pieces of paper. So tear out each word that they had wrote down into a smaller piece of paper. For the second round, your team will take the words and form them into the longest sentence that they can make. When you think you have used as many words as possible to make a sentence, your entire team will stand up and do their best orange justice dance to indicate that they're finished with the round. We will have each team read their sentences, and the team with the longest complete comprehensible sentence wins. After the lesson, you may give students the oranges to take home. Let them eat there. We ate ours in class. Um, and with explaining it to them, I would also say great job once they're done. How do you think you played as a team? Ask the class that. Let them answer. Say, did you all agree about the words you were writing down on the sentence you created? Did y'all all agree? Yes or no? Each of you had a choice to be an active part of the team or sit back and complain about what was going on. We had a couple complainers. Yeah, we did. That's part of the lesson. You gotta just say it. Then you ask them, did we have any complainers on your team? Did you have a complainer on your team? And say, don't answer that. The members of the winning team were able to enjoy the thrill of victory, even if they complained about the process. But but do we think of those that complain all the time about many different things? Oops, I said that wrong. But what do we think of those that complain all the time about many different things? Let the kids answer, and then say, there's an old phrase that says misery loves company, and that goes for complainers too. People who complain tend to go around other people who complain about things. Personally, I don't want complaints to become a part of my character, and you shouldn't either. Sure, there are many times when life don't go how we would like it to go, and we may get frustrated. But we play an active part in how our attitude and actions or help or hinder our situations. And the Holy Spirit can help that. You say, President Ted Roosevelt is quoted as saying, complaining about a problem without proposing a solution is called whining. Just in case someone hasn't already told you, things in life don't always work out how we would like them to go. So, for many people, the natural response is to complain. Here's some complaining things you say to the class. My food is cold. I don't like the color of this shirt I got. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. And it's easy for us to get pulled into the trap of complaining. There's always seems to be a near endless supply of things to complain about. But if you notice, the people who complain are not much fun to be around. Think about it. Research, Research has shown that complaining can actually do harm to your body. By rewiring your brain to continue doing what it does regularly. So if you complain a lot, your brain will think that it's what it's naturally supposed to do. And I'm gonna read for then you read the verse Philippines Philippines 2:14 through 15. Do everything without complaining and arguing, so that no one can criticize you. Live free, innocent lives as children of God, shining bright lights in a world full of crooked and preserved per bleh, perverse people. The first part of the verse 15 reminds us not to argue or complain so no one can criticize us. If you haven't noticed, people who profess to be Christians are often criticized, and they were back in the apostle days of Paul too. Paul wants followers of Jesus not only to realize that people who don't know Christ are looking at them, but they are looking for ways to criticize us and our relationship with God. We can show that our actions and attitudes are different since we've been changed through Christ. Today I want to share with you 3 things we can do instead of complaining. 1. Practice gratitude. It's a scientific fact that you can't complain about something you are grateful for. So for that section, I had the kids write a gratitude list of 10 things that they have right now in their life or people that they have to be grateful for. Okay. It says, Thessalonians 5:18 says, "Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you, who belongs to Jesus Christ." When people see thankfulness and gratitude, it becomes very hard for them to complain or criticize. The second thing to do, encourage one another. Encouragement is something that is easy to do but is often forgotten. People who often complain tend not to see the positive side of things. You can show that positive message through encouraging them through a stressful, aggravating, and disappointing situation. What I put down for that? Okay, so going in a group, we sit in a circle for our class. So I had them tell the person next to them of one compliment going in a circle until we came all the way around. So we were going around giving compliments. You feel me? Okay, we finished. The third thing you can do instead of complain, do something to improve the situation. I want to share a quick story. A small group of people had been coming to a man complaining about the same problem for many weeks. The man decided to tell the people a joke. They all laughed. And a few minutes later, the man told them the same joke again. Some of the people laughed, some didn't. After the third or fourth time the man told the joke, no one was laughing anymore. The man then told them they can't laugh at the same joke over and over again, so why are you complaining about the same problem over and over again? We can only change our actions and our attitude when it comes to complaining. Okay, what else did I put? Okay, and what else I did was, we have a big dry erase board in my class. I put the word complaining in a circle, and then I asked the group, like, give me some words that like are similar to or resonate with complaining. Like, how does complaining make you feel? Or a mood that complaining puts you in. Just like a complaining bubble, and we like drew the words coming from it. I don't know, I just be drawing stuff and thinking of different stuff for my class. And then we did the hula hoop game. I got the instructions for the hula hoop game on the older video on there if you want to get on there and go back. So that was what I did for my kids' church class. If anybody want to take some of those ideas and do it with yours, and do it, twist it up, make it fun, however way you want to do it. Thank you.